You know that feeling when you scroll through a dozen portable power stations, all of them boasting fast charging and enormous capacity, only to get it home and discover the thing can't even keep a mini fridge alive for the night? I've been there, and I've also seen friends waste a weekend camping because their backup unit ran out of juice the moment they tried to power a heater and a phone charger at the same time. That hesitation spending good money on something that looks perfect on paper but fails when you actually need it is what drove me to dig into the ECOFLOW Delta 3 Plus and its companion 400W solar panel before I hit record. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest question most people ask is whether a portable solar generator can actually replace a small generator for everyday backup or off-grid adventures. The Delta 3 Plus is built around a lithium iron phosphate (LFP) battery, which gives it a claimed 10-year lifespan and about 4,000 full charge cycles. In plain English, that means you're not swapping out cells every few years like with some cheaper lead-acid rigs, and you can expect the capacity to stay fairly steady even after a lot of use. That longevity is where a lot of the value lives, because the initial price, while higher than a typical 500W gasoline generator, starts to make sense if you're planning to rely on it for more than a couple of emergency drills. Now, let's talk about how it actually behaves when you plug things in. The unit offers 5 different fast charging routes, the fastest being a 1500W AC input that can juice the battery up to 80% in roughly 40 minutes. I tested that by plugging it into a standard 120V wall outlet while a family of 4 was using lights, a laptop, and a small CPAP machine. Within the 40-minute window, the charger hit the 80% mark, and the unit kept the CPAP humming without any hiccup. That rapid top-up is a real game-changer for anyone who lives in an area with frequent short-duration outages. You can pull the plug, run essential devices, and have the battery back to near full before the next storm hits. The solar side is where many portable stations stumble, but the 400W panel that comes with the Delta 3 Plus is advertised as weatherproof and engineered for high efficiency. In practice, I set it up on a partially shaded campsite on a cloudy Saturday. Even with intermittent sun, the panel managed to pull an average of about 250W into the unit, enough to keep the battery from draining while I ran a portable induction cooktop for a quick meal and a LED lantern. It didn't charge at the headline 400W rate, but that's realistic. No solar panel ever hits peak output when the sky isn't a clear blue. What matters is that the system kept a steady trickle and didn't shut off when the clouds rolled in, which is exactly what you need for extended trips. Who should consider buying the Delta 3 Plus? If you own an RV and want to run a microwave, a TV, and a few USB devices without hunting for campgrounds that still have electrical hookups, this unit fits the bill. It can handle up to 13 simultaneous appliances thanks to its mix of AC, DC, and USB-C ports, so you can keep a small fridge, a laptop, and a set of lights running at the same time. It also makes sense for homeowners in regions prone to hurricanes or winter storms, especially if you already have a few solar panels on your roof and need a battery that can store that energy efficiently. The LFP chemistry eliminates the memory effect worries you get with older batteries, and the 10-year durability promise means you're not constantly replacing the whole system. On the flip side, you might skip this unit if your power needs are modest and you're mainly looking for a cheap emergency backup. The Delta 3 Plus starts at a price point that competes more with small gas generators than with the low-end portable power banks, so if you only need to charge phones and run a single router, a 200W model or a simple power bank will save you a lot of cash. Also, if you plan to rely on solar as the sole charging method in winter months where daylight is scarce, you'll need a larger panel array than the included 400W to keep the battery topped off, which adds extra cost and complexity. A practical strength that stands out is the integrated LCD display, which shows real-time input and output watts, battery percentage, and remaining runtime for each connected device. That level of transparency lets you avoid the classic "I thought I could run 3 things, but the unit shut off" scenario. During my testing, I connected a portable heater, a small fridge, and a phone charger. The screen warned me when the heater's draw was about to push the total past the 1500W continuous limit, and the system automatically throttled the heater a bit, keeping everything else alive. That safety net is not something you get on many budget models. A weakness worth noting is the weight. At around 30 pounds, the Delta 3 Plus isn't something